Hello and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred today in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things I personally find intriguing enough for me to bring to you. The source of this information comes from the smart device application on this day. The music in the background is Savage by Paul Flint, which I found on the YouTube channel No Copyright Sounds, aka NCS. I don't know where the hell things are. But anyway, for links to the app, music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar. Now let's get on with the show, shall we? Today is Moon's Day, aka Monday, August 29th, 2016. In 2007, the 2007 United States Air Force nuclear weapons incident occurred, in which 6 U.S. cruise missiles armed with nuclear warheads were flown without proper authorization from Minot Air Force Base to Barksdale Air Force Base. In 2005, Hurricane Katrina devastated much of the U.S. Gulf Coast, from Louisiana to the Florida Panhandle, causing the deaths of an estimated 1,836 people and over $108 billion in damages. In 2003, Ayatollah Sayyid Mohammed Baqir al-Hakam, the Shia Muslim leader in Iraq, was murdered in a terrorist bombing along with nearly 100 other worshippers as they left a mosque in Najaf. In 1997, at least 98 people were murdered by the Armed Islamic Group of Algeria, aka GIA, in the Rais massacre in Algeria. In 1991, Libero Grassi, an Italian businessman from Palermo, was murdered by the Mafia after taking a solitary stand against their extortion demands. Also in 1991, Supreme Soviet of the Soviet Union suspended all activities of the Soviet Communist Party. In 1982, the synthetic chemical element meitnerium, atomic number 109, was first synthesized at the Gesellschaft für Schwerenische Forschung in Darmstadt, Germany. You know what? Sometimes I can pronounce things, other times I can't, and I honestly challenge you to pronounce this. In 1966, the Beatles performed their last concert before paying fans at Candlestick Park in San Francisco. In 1965, the Gemini 5 spacecraft returned to Earth, landing in the Atlantic Ocean. In 1958, the United States Air Force Academy opened in Colorado Springs, Colorado. In 1950, during the Korean War, British troops arrived in Korea to bolster the U.S. presence there. In 1946, the USS Nevada was decommissioned. In 1944, the Slovak National Uprising took place as 60,000 Slovak troops turned against the Nazis. In 1943, German-occupied Denmark scuttled most of its navy and dissolved its government. In 1941, Tallinn, the capital of Estonia, was occupied by Nazi Germany following an occupation by the Soviet Union. In 1922, the first radio advertisement was broadcasted on WEAF-AM in New York City. In 1916, the United States passed the Philippine Autonomy Act, aka the Jones Law, which replaced the Philippine Organic Act of 1902, and acted like a constitution of the Philippines from its enactment until 1934, when the Tydings-McDuffie Act was passed. For more information, Google it, you lazy swabs. In 1915, U.S. Navy salvage divers raised F-4, which was the first U.S. submarine to have sunk in an accident. In 1911, Aishi, considered to be the last Native American to make contact with European Americans, emerged from the wilderness of northeastern California. In 1910, the Japan-Korea of 1910, also known as the Japan-Korea Annexation Treaty, became effective, officially starting the period of Japanese rule in Korea. In 1902, the Slavia, the last of the 5 Borodino-class battleships, was launched. In 1898, the Goodyear Tire Company was founded. In 1885, Gottlieb Daimler patented the world's first internal combustion motorcycle, the Reitwagen. In 1871, Emperor Meiji ordered the abolition of the Han system and the establishment of prefectures as local centers of administration. The traditional Japanese date for this is July 14th, 1871. In 1869, the Mount Washington Cog Railway opened, making it the world's first mountain climbing rack railway. Say that 10 times fast. In 1831, Michael Faraday discovered electromagnetic induction. In 1825, the Kingdom of Portugal recognized the independence of Brazil. In 1758, the first Native American reservation was established at Indian Mills, New Jersey. And in 708, copper coins were minted in Japan for the first time. The traditional date for Japan for this event was August 10th, 708. Births: Michael Jackson, 1958. Deaths: David T. Abercrombie, 1931. And that concludes the show! Once again, you can check the underbar for any links you may be interested in. Don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, especially if you're playing Pokemon Go. You can also rate 5 thumbs and subscribe if you do so wish. For your dose of past events daily, I am Xander, and you are you. Toodles! In 1869, the Mount Washington Cog Railway opened, making it the world's first mountain climbing rock